What's good, squad? It's your girl Kaylee, and this is season 4 of the Boss Chick Corner. For those who do not know, I am the Boss Chick, and welcome to the corner. Again, it's season 4 of the Boss Situations. The Boss Situations are the nitty, and the life chapters are the gritty. Let me reiterate just a little bit. This is a space created for all boss situations where we can discuss them. It's a space for creatives, bosses, whether it's music, art, marketing, business area. We can just have a little shop talk. And we can also get into a little less formal, topics such as relationships, one of my favorites, clearing the mind of stress and just life. All things definitely boss situations, right? So today I get to dive into a few of my favorite topics with the boyfriend. But before I do, go ahead, hit that like button, comment, subscribe. Let your girl know you're in the corner this afternoon. Subscribe. Yeah. All right, now, squad, be nice and welcome Jerrod, Brosean to the corner. Welcome. Hey, love.
What's going on with y'all, man?
How we doing this afternoon? Well, morning for you.
Well, this is such a wonderful morning out here. Yes, sir. We just happy to be here.
Good. Well, since you are a new face to the corner, I
Mhm.
like to do icebreakers. You should be familiar with this one, very familiar, because I'm taking a page from your book. I don't know who need to hear this, but so I'm gonna show you. I'm gonna show you a picture, and we're gonna
Uh-huh.
describe it a little bit, and you just tell me the first thing that come in your mind.
All
All
right.
right, let's get into it. Uh, where is it? Hmm. Can you imagine clubbing during this era?
Man.
Sean B. I see him first. I wanna dance tonight. That's early 2000s.
Right. 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 Can I? That's the question. Can I imagine?
Oh, that was just the meme I saw on you on Facebook. But but what's the
Okay.
first thing that come to your mind when you see them artists?
Man, just sitting in the house watching. At the time, we really didn't have cable like that, so my sisters would like go to their friends' houses and get a VHS and record it. And then we come back and
Oh,
watch the videos. And man, like I can just remember just sitting there, just like, man, I want to do that. I want to be like those people one day. Man, good
yes,
times, good times.
yes. I like that. That's my vibe too. All right. Next one. I don't know who need to hear this, but what does this give you?
What is that?
So it's a
It,
turtle, but the
it's a turtle.
turtle did like this to the lady because her nails look just
Oh, I don't know how to feel about that. You know what I'm saying? Like that's that's something new. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like I just feel like I don't know about everybody else, but I love to follow those wilderness pages on like Instagram and stuff, like where
yeah.
the lioness be just showing you like what they can really do. Like yeah, like I like that. But that's something new. I didn't know that, turtles did that little
Yeah, it did
thing.
like this. It's like we twinsies, and I think I tell her at that point it's time to change your nails back to classic when you start to look like, you know.
Yeah. I don't get in women business, but I mean, I guess,
Come on, come
I
through.
don't know. You know what I'm saying?
Sometimes they need to hear this. We need to hear this. I don't want to be out here looking like a turtle. I don't. All right. What about this one?
Is that Bruno Mars?
Mm-hmm.
And that's oh boy from That's So Raven. Is
Who
that
was it?
what they doing? They
Sing it.
serenade something?
Yep. It's the girl in the middle.
Well, I know a little bit about that serenade. I used to, I used to slide in on them with the ooh yeah. Hey, you slide with the mic on the ooh yeah. That's like the first thing I think about though is I don't know if anybody's ever seen Five Heartbeats, and if you have not, then do yourself a favor. But when JT and Buddy was going head to head, that
He had no choice but to give it to JC. Had no choice.
Flash
Yeah,
didn't stand a chance.
yeah. He just not at all, not at all.
JT wasn't having it.
He
Do
said
do do.
he said I can't take this. You taking my shine. I can't take. Yeah,
Just in case.
mm, yeah, yeah. All right.
That's the best scene of that movie. Who is this?
So it looked like they're about to have a slap box.
Oh man. Oh, that's intense. No, a slap bot. I don't think that's how you slap
Now,
bot.
I mean, I think he punched him. I don't think he
Yeah, that was
used.
like a
I
little
don't think he
punch.
used palm.
Ooh, yeah. I don't know what type of friendship that is, but I don't do. We ain't do that. We
That's
ain't do
not
that.
right. That's not right.
That ain't
Oh,
right. That ain't right.
all right, all right. And last one, I'm gonna take you back to one of your videos. How you feel? How do you feel about this?
Oh my God! Listen to me. Listen to me.
I got my tree up, y'all.
What's today? It is February 16th. We have seen Martin Luther King birthday. Okay. We have seen the groundhog shadow. We have fell in love, and it's Black History Month, and Mardi Gras has come up, and we are coming up on All-Star Weekend. That is too many holidays, twinks. The time that you got that tree up and all them holidays are past. Time to get rid of it.
It's not going nowhere. It's not gonna go anywhere. And let me tell you, I do like Christmas, but let me explain. Let me explain just a little
Please
bit.
explain it.
Okay, so 2022. I just moved in November, around November. By the first, I was into the apartment. So I didn't have anything in here because I was getting ready for surgery that was happening on February the 1st of 2023. So
Mm-hmm.
I'm trying to figure out what I need. All I had was my bed and my dining table. Said I get everything else once surgery, kind of passes. So I didn't really have a Christmas for 2022. I didn't even think about a tree. I was focused on surgery. So by the time this year came around, I had finally got all my stuff furnished, and I get Christmas. So this is like I get extended just a little bit. Don't I get a little pay?
Got a hand up right here.
Okay.
So you telling me that that tree has been up since 2022?
No, I didn't bring the
Oh,
tree. That's
okay,
what I'm saying.
okay,
I'm
okay.
making up for
Okay,
2022.
okay,
Do I get a little
okay.
pay? Just a little bit.
No,
What?
no. Mariah Carey has gone into hibernation. She don't even recognize that tree. What is that? That's just a tree at this point. It's a tree with decorations. If
I'll take
Mariah
it
is not here to give us a serenade, then I don't know. I don't know. The Temptations ain't talking about some in my
in my mind.
mind. Come
Okay,
on,
we
bro.
we gonna we gonna agree to disagree. My tree is giving me life
Mm-mm.
still.
No.
All right. I love it. I love it. So let's get into it a little bit. Jerrod Brosean.
Yes,
Let
indeed.
let's talk about your past a little bit here. So artist life.
I
I
think I
know
got
you
sirens coming through. Can you hear that?
just a little bit.
Okay, cool.
Yeah, it's good. I remember you from the days of I think I first caught a glimpse of you on 106 in Park. And I was like, they from Mississippi too. I love it. It was life for me to see somebody from Mississippi all the way in New York. So tell us a little bit about that.
Oh man, 106 in Park. First of all, I want to thank all the recognition fans, those who did support us at the time. That journey was, man, it was so surreal. I remember getting the call. We were in Atlanta, Georgia, and at the time we had just signed like our. It was probably like our third record deal. We were signed to Andy Stone's record label,
Oh wow.
Stone Throw Records, and they were like, "Well, um, we got you guys an opportunity to perform at 106 in Park, but the thing is that you have to be there tomorrow." And like we probably could afford it, but it was like really out of the budget because we also had dancers. So we had dancers, management, everything. So I kid you not, we had two cars and we drove from Atlanta to New York in 19 hours and got there just in time to perform and audition. When we got there, we parked, we got out the car, we went into the building, the CBS building. We went into the building, we performed, and they were like, "Oh, we like you guys. You guys on the show." And they opened the door, and we were outside just that quick.
Oh
That's
wow.
how we did 19. And so when people say if you really want it, you'll find a way. We found a way that day. Shout out to Mr. European and all of unrecognizable dancers because they followed us in their car. And like I said, we drove 19 hours, got out the car, performed. They opened the back door, we right into the alley. We hopped right back in the car. But
Lord.
we had fans in New York, so our fans had met us in New York. But we fell asleep in the middle of traffic. I would never forget that day. We fell asleep
Oh
in the
God.
middle of traffic. It was just a tedious journey, but it is. It was just a blessing, man. You know what I'm saying? I wouldn't trade it for the world. That was the first time.
Dedication at its finest, I
Hmm.
swear. I love it.
Yep.
Okay, so I got a chance to meet you. I don't know if you remember, my cousin had booked you guys for his daughter's sweet 16. Yep, yep. So by this time I had already saw you on 106 in Park. So I'm like, I'm about to see this, I'm about to see them in person. And so when we got there, my cousin, he was like, "Y'all don't go back there and bother them." And I'm like, "But I have questions." So I'm
Oh
glad
wow.
I get to ask my questions now. Like
Uh huh.
it's a little fangirl moment. But yeah, so Pedro, I get to
Oh
talk
Lord,
to him now. Now.
that's crazy.
So when did you know that music was going to be a part of your journey?
I was like 3 years old. I was like 3 years old. I can't even like. It's weird that I have this memory. I don't know who I was singing to, but I was looking straight into the sky and I was just singing, right? And that was just like regular stuff that I would do all day. Then my grandfather was a blues player, so I used to listen to him play the blues on his bed like every other night. My sister played piano; she was classically trained,
Okay.
and then my grandmother had me in the choir. So I really didn't have an option. Really and truly didn't have an option, but I didn't know I could truly sing until one day my piano player, her name was Tony, and Tony used to sing I'll Fly Away, and I used to love how that sounded. So I used to mimic people. I used to like
Mm,
do like voices, like I do a British voice, so I'll talk Australian, like whatever, like African or Australian or whatever.
okay.
And I was in the car with my mom, and I said I can sound just like Miss Tony, and I started singing. My mom looked back at me and was like, "That's really good," and I was like, wow, like what I'm saying? Like nobody ever told me that I was just doing what I heard. I wasn't trying to sing, but
Yeah.
I'm talking about from inflections to crescendo to bravado to all these things were just coming out of my little body and it was like on point. So that's when I really found out.
So it's ingrained. I love it.
It's in
Love
there. It's in there.
it. Okay. So we talked about where I saw you guys on 106 and Park, but how did you and Rico say, "Hey, we're gonna be a group"?
Um, so Rico used to sing in a choir too, and we used to always go to these conferences, and I would see Rico singing in the choir. Um, but let me take a step back because I was singing. I had moved to Jackson from McGee. I'm from McGee. I had moved to Jackson from McGee, and I had started singing in a all male boy choir. And I was writing songs for them and everything. So
Okay.
I felt like I was the man. You know what I'm saying? But then I moved back to McGee, started back singing in choirs, and then I bumped into Rico, and he thought he was the man too. So that's where
Two
that
of y'all thinking y'all the man. All right,
yeah.
all
So
right.
we like this. You know what I'm saying? So we ended up, of course, going to small town McGee, going to the same middle school, and our basketball coach was like, "Y'all just need to sing together," and he was a big, Christian guy, and we got up one day and we sung a song together, and he's like, "The rest is history, man." After that, it was just like this. So we would sing like church music at basketball practice,
Yeah.
but you know what I'm saying? We'd be on the phone at night calling girls like, hey, call her on three-way, yo.
Oh, the good old three-way days.
Just see. And we would do that all night. Like, shout out to those days, man. And shout out to the girls who put up with us all night long, just allowing us to sing.
Just being serenaded
Hmm.
and listen, I love it. So I think one of my favorite songs, well, with me and my cousin, we used to watch y'all YouTube and y'all practice. So gotta tell the truth. I just gotta tell the
Oh,
truth.
man.
Yeah. That was my number. That was my favorite. That was my favorite.
Man.
So can you say whether some songs were written about anybody?
That definitely was written about somebody. That
Mm-hmm.
song definitely was written about somebody. Um, I was dating this girl at the time, in high school. Like, was I middle school? I think I might have been middle school, but somewhere in there. I think I was going into high school when I wrote this song. But yeah, this song was written about a girl that I liked, but I thought I had all these big feelings as a high school. And I go back and listen to that like, boy, but no, it was definitely. I know my verse was. I don't know about Rico's, but mine definitely was written about somebody.
Okay. Do you feel like there has ever been a song written about you?
Oh yeah, oh yeah, oh yeah.
Okay, do you want to tell us which one it was, or tell me what it was about?
Um, there's an artist. She's still pretty popular. Still pretty popular. She wrote a little ditty bop. You know what I'm saying? A little
Mm.
ditty bop about your boy. Yeah, but I mean that's when we were younger, so I'm pretty sure she doesn't feel like that anymore because I seen her recently. So yeah.
Okay, good deal. Good deal. All right, so I understand what you meant about feeling like those were big feelings in that time because I look back at some of my writing and I'm like, girl, what you mean? Because life ain't even life yet. Life had not even begun to life yet.
For real.
All right, so I like to give new artists a little bit of advice, a little bit of guidance. If you can give them a small toolkit, what three things would be in that toolkit for them to start?
Um, be a student of your business is number one. And when I say that, I mean don't go into this thing thinking that it's all about music because it's not. Especially today, it's been proven more than anything today that it's more about popularity than music. When I was doing music, it was still about popularity, but they wanted to let you know, like, oh yeah, it's just about the music, 'cause they wanted to keep you dumb. But just make sure you have a solid team and a good business manager. Number two, enjoy the journey, man. Enjoy the journey. Don't try to get there too quick. Um, Getting there too quick, going too fast is going to definitely take you into some rooms and places that you don't want to be in. Because one thing I can say, if I need to get back to where I came from, I know how to go. When you take the shortcut and somebody come pick you up and drive you over all these hurdles and whatnot, you'll never know how to get back because you're gonna look for that person to come pick you up and drive you again. But when you
Mm.
take the journey, it's like, man, little breadcrumbs here and there, you know where to go. And third thing, you know, I always have time to live your personal life. Like, don't get too caught up in the business. You know what I'm saying? Learn to have balance and have a personal life. And those are my three things.
Those are good nuggets. Y'all write those down.
Write it down, baby.
Write it down. And I feel like when you write things down, they kind of manifest. So I also add in having a strategic plan so you have something to look forward to so that you're not, veering off the track or feeling lost just because somebody else is doing this and I want to add this. Just give yourself the structure that you need as well.
Yep. Yep. Yes, indeed.
Oh, also for those who are new to performing, what's one little nugget you'll give to them for preparing to perform?
Preparing to perform. I I'll say now this is just for me. Practice doesn't make perfect, but it definitely prepares you. Like, even if you're a rap artist, rappers, let me tell you something. And this, like, I'm not a rapper. I'm not a rapper. Or just, I don't even know what you guys call this stuff anymore. But having 100,000 people on stage with you takes away from the experience that people want from you. Because whether you know it or not, it's cool to have hype men, maybe one or two that knows your music. Those are your backup. If you drop the mic or you forget words, that's cool. But 30 people on stage is way too much. Who are we focused on? Is it you or is it these 30 people? Who are people coming to see? These 30 people or is it you? It's cool, maybe one song, but every song, get them folks off stage, man. Get the
In
folks
in
off stage.
in the words of my friend's child, that's ridiculous. That's ridiculous.
That's ridiculous, man. That's ridiculous. What are we doing here?
All right. Let's get into this YouTube journey. Thug life.
Thug life.
So, like I said, me and my cousins, we were obsessed with watching y'all's videos. You and Slim Pusha, y'all were like the perfect duo that I didn't even realize that I needed in life. Like,
Man.
how did that come about? You two linking up and
Okay, so my early days of going to school at B Jackson State University, um, we all just kind of clicked together. Slim was met on campus by one of my background dancers at the time, Jay Jones. Jay Jones is very like popular now in Jackson for what he does, and he does a great job of it. But back in the day, Jay was he was a guy from Camden that could dance, and he was a drum major. But now he the man. He been the man. But Jay and Slim start hanging out, and Jay brought Slim around one day, and Slim was like, "I do music too." I was like, "Let me hear some of it." He played it, and that was it. Like, after that, it was just like goofy time. So we'd all be hanging out at the house, but me and Slim just clicked more. Like, everybody would hang out. It's funny how that group came about because there's so many people that were there, but it was always like me and Slim hanging out. So the way the YouTube journey started, we shot the video to last song. And that day, when I got home, I just pulled my camera out and I was like, "Let's go for it." But in the times of just randomly shooting videos, there are so many videos that I have privated on YouTube because they're ridiculous. But the ones that everybody really caught on to was situations. And
Yes.
situations was
Situation.
literally improv. And we sat down one day and I just turned my camera on and I was like, this is a new show called Situations. I promise you that first take is the first take we ever did.
Ew. That's awesome. I said, it inspired my cousin. He was like, we're gonna do accidentally. So we had a whole episode of him accidentally, no, me. I don't know where this video is, but me accidentally falling and getting blindfolded. Like
Oh
accident.
my God.
How you accidentally do that? But
Yeah,
I was like, very, very profound. Like
that's crazy.
y'all had great comedy, and the chemistry was on point. But you also had some life nuggets in there too. Then you get robbed on one of the episodes.
I did. I did. I got robbed by Dear Silas. Dear Silas is another great artist that was hanging around. We were all just hanging out. Dear Silas played a robber in one of the episodes. Shout
And
out to Dear
don't just say another word.
Silas. That is, yeah, that is a great. Oh my God, that's
Shout
a
out to
great
Dear
video.
Silas. That's that,
Yeah.
that's amazing. Y'all were a great group. Like for real. It was very, very inspiring to see people like that coming from Mississippi for people like us who were still like nervous to get out there and do things. Like I feel like I'm just coming to the cusp of my artistry. And I wish I
Hmm.
had the confidence that you guys had early on.
Man, yo.
Amazing,
This,
amazing.
this this is the perfect time because like when we started, it was cool. Like it was cool, but people were so weirded out that I used to have my camera everywhere I went. Everywhere I went, they would be like, "Hey man, you can't use your camera." And why do you have your like? I used to hold the camera and I used to point it at myself, and people were like, "Why are you pointing the camera at yourself? You're supposed to be filming other things." And you look at today,
And it's all vlog.
everybody has a camera on their face, and I'm like, yo. But there's one thing I want to say about situations, because I know a lot of people like what happened. Why did it go away?
Mm-hmm.
I signed my first record deal, major record deal with Capitol Records, and one of the reps came to me, and this was the dumbest thing I've ever heard in my life. And this is why I say understand the business and know the business for yourself. He said, "You gotta choose, man. Like, do you want to be funny or do you want to be sexy?" And I was like, "What do you mean?" And he was like, "You gotta choose. Which one do you want to be? Because you're gonna end up like Jamie Foxx." And I was thinking to myself, I'm like, Jamie Foxx is so fucking successful.
He's
But this is
winning.
this is the difference between you see how every day you'll walk around and you'll be in regular clothes, but you'll see people who wear suits. Nothing against people who wear suits, but it's so easy to go in a closet and find a suit, but it is very difficult for you to go put t-shirt, jeans, and shoes together. So I'm a t-shirt, jeans, and shoes talking to a suit. So they only see things
That
this way.
way.
They don't
Yeah.
see the, oh, this shirt matched that, and this everything worked well together because I was getting recognition from YouTube and my music. But you look at artists today, and that's the same blueprint they got.
And I say
Other,
people get so used to putting people into a box, and it's like I have to stay this way. But what makes me me is the fact that I can dive into this and dive into that. You're capturing marketing standpoint. I'm capturing this audience. I'm capturing that audience. It makes no sense to me. Makes no sense.
exactly,
Oh
exactly.
goodness. All right. So for now that you have that experience of YouTube then versus YouTube now, what advice would you give aspiring YouTubers?
As aspiring YouTubers, you're probably in the best place you ever could be in life. Like I was literally doing that for fun. Like it was every day. I was doing that for fun. I was not getting a dollar from it. Today, aspiring YouTubers, just like I said, I wanted to be on 106 and Park, and I got into a car and drove 19 hours away, and I didn't have to do that, but I just did it. Do it because you love it. Do it because you love it. Don't go into it thinking, oh, I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna put out 5 videos. I'm gonna go viral, and then I'm gonna have the bag. That's not how it works. If you
Mm.
just doing that, you can go get a job. You can get a bag. Like you know what I'm
Hello?
saying. Like, but
Hello.
if you really want to do this, you know what I'm saying. You gotta learn to fall in love with it. Be there every day. Even if you don't want to be there every day, it has to become your life and your job.
I agree. I will say I even though I started my journey in the middle of the pandemic, I
Hmm.
did it because it was therapeutic for me being locked up in the house and then all the other stuff that was going on. But I got into groups and I would see people trying to hurry up and get those numbers up just so that they can get the money. I'm like, and you won't even be here a year, like after a year, you weren't even, I don't even see a video from you. I do
Hmm.
this because I have talents. I have things that I feel like I could teach people through my experience. I feel like when I can give to people, I serve my purpose in life. So
Hmm.
this is my method of doing so.
Right.
That's right, Lauren. Consistency, girl. Consistency.
Everything.
Um. So out of your YouTube journey, you can go from your past or what you have now. What's your favorite video?
Favorite. Um, favorite video. That's a good question because I never really thought about that. There's one video. I think I might have it private now, but it was with me and Rico, and I think we were going through like a drive-through, and we had just created a song, and the song ended up being like something that we put on an album, and that's just how we used to work. Like we would legit just come up with different things. But yeah, that's probably my favorite video if I could just randomly off the top of my head.
Okay, okay. So I think one of the other songs that y'all, I think y'all was just playing around, but it may have been on there. I could have sworn you was singing a song to me. Say I got a thing for this chocolate chip. I mean I could have sworn that was for me. I could have.
Wow, hey, it definitely was. It definitely was, and that was about somebody that I look like. I'm not. I don't know. Like today is weird, so I'm not color shaming anybody, but chocolate women, man, like that was my
we
thing,
we
baby.
so we so sweet.
Woo, yes, doctor. Hey, that was my thing. Like so, and I'm gonna tell you, Slim actually came up with that song. Slim
Mm,
Pusha actually came up with that song.
all right
That's
now,
crazy.
I
That's
love
crazy.
it. Like the creative minds that you have
Hmm.
come across.
Man,
That was supposed y'all was supposed to cross paths. I know for
man,
sure.
honest for real.
All right, let's get into a day in the life of Jerrod Brosean.
Hmm.
So you're in California. How long have you been there?
Since 2017.
Okay, okay, so maybe
Just six, 6 years.
six years, something like that. Okay, so what are the top three biggest business accomplishments you've come across?
Um, well, let's see. I actually I do own a company, a media company, um, called Gray Jackson Black. So some people might know, some people might not know, but that is also a company that I own. Shout out to my staff. Um, Also, my acting career jumped off. Shout out to my agency, who keep me booked.
Booked
Um,
and busy, y'all.
you dig, and a lot of writing, like a lot of these studio sessions that I find myself in now. I'm just grateful just to be able to, you know what I'm saying, live the life that I'm supposed to live. So yeah.
Okay. So walk us through a day like today. So after you, I appreciate you for, carving a little time out to talk to little old me about your
Uh,
journey. But tell us what would today look like for you?
Okay, so today is just like it's a light day. I had forgot that I had to get an oil change and all that. So that's why you see me outside. My mechanic is like across the street, but I was like, I'm gonna just jump over here to the coffee shop real quick. So I dropped my vehicle off over there and I came over here. I read some emails this morning. I have to shoot some UGC content for Spotify. I have to do four of those today.
Okay.
Um, what else do I have to do? I don't know. It's something else in my email. I haven't wrote down, but it's like somewhere in my. I know that's one thing, but that's the majority of my day. And also doing this interview with you, I do have to go to the gym, and yeah, I'm not trying to do too much today, but
It's
what was in
Friday.
my
I get it.
email, that's what we doing today. You know what I'm saying? So,
Good
and
deal.
those who are entrepreneurs just know that there's no such thing as a day off, baby. There's no
Man.
such thing. There is no such thing as a day off. So if you don't want to get to the business of working for yourself, don't do it. Ain't no PTO, baby. Ain't no
That is
PTO.
that is true. That is true. Welcome. Look, the graphic designer life is something serious because I get messages in the middle of the night and I'm like, I'll get to you in the morning. Let's see what we can do. Let's see what
Right.
we can do. So I understand. I definitely
Hmm.
understand. All right. So you also mentioned to me the other day, you said something about the writer's strike. So how did that affect you in the process of making your content?
Well, the thing is, when the writer's strike happened, a lot of my actor friends, even me, production all the way around shut down. So that's why you always need to have something else that you know you're able to get capital from. You kind of want to make yourself recession proof, or oh, you ain't gonna hire me to do this job. Have no fear because I have a rainy day fund. It's very important to do those things. So the crazy thing is, I can talk about this now because it's not gonna happen, and I didn't actually book the thing, but I was this close to doing reality TV. Dad called me, and I was going to be on the show called Queen's Court.
Okay.
So they were gonna put me on Queen's Court on the Peacock channel, and I went through the whole process. I met with the guy who's going to be not. You don't want to say his name on your show right now. So I met with that one guy, and he was like, "Yeah, we like you. We gonna get you in there." And that was it. That's far as that went. Thank God. So, um, but I did get like some funding from that. But with me having my own business, that kept things going because my clientele never stopped.
Right.
Like I could I could act all day. I could write music. I could sing. I could get booked for any role all day, or I can get booked for any open mic or any show all day. But it's good to be able to be like, oh, okay, well, I'm just gonna sit home and go through X, Y, Z, X, Y, Z, X, Y, Z. So
Yeah.
it's always good. It's not a plan B. It's just a skill that I have. You know what I'm saying? With doing stuff for recognition. You know what I'm saying? Like all those pictures, all the graphics, all the
Yeah.
video, everything that was done for recognition was done for me. I created those things. I created those moments. But what I didn't know was I was also creating a business within myself because people would ask me, "Hey, who's
Yes.
doing that for them? Well, how much are you paying them?" Whole time it was me. So it's always good to know other strengths that you have and turn those into businesses.
I swear. I swear.
Hmm.
I was working customer service for Priceline during the pandemic, and it got bothered me so much that people were stuck in like Africa and the UK, and they were trying to get back home, and Priceline was like, we're not gonna, refund. So I'm like, these people are gonna get back home. So that forces you to make a decision. Luckily, again, I have graphic design, I have brand management, I am a business manager. I can utilize those, so I focus on that and creating an outlet so I wasn't stressed. So I get it completely,
Yeah.
being able to
Yeah.
have plan B, C, D, all the way through Z.
Hmm.
That's what I
Yes,
say.
indeed. It's called financial freedom.
Hmm. All right. So, what do you hope to accomplish by the end of 2024, beginning of 2025? What's one project you would like to see come to fruition?
I would love for one of the records that I recently wrote on to get nominated and win a Grammy. I would also love to be like a season regular on somebody's show. Like I
Okay.
think it's time, you know. And then I'm also focused on becoming like what's the guy name? Is it Jerrod or the guy that's on the Allstate commercials?
Someone with the deep voice.
Is it Allstate? He
With the
wears
deep voice?
the red shirt and the khaki pants.
No, you talking about Jake from State Farm.
Jake from State
He
Farm.
want, yeah.
I would listen. I just want to say this to every aspiring actor, entertainer, creator. Brand deals are what you really need to focus on. Like it's cool to be a well-known actor and it's cool to want to be Denzel, but everybody's not always going to be that point. But if you get a chance to just see how much the guy who used to be on the Sprint or Verizon commercial makes,
Mm-hmm.
or is Jake from State Farm, or Flo from
Flo from
Progressive.
Progressive. That was I was just saying, I can only imagine how much, because she's been on there for a while.
I've done small commercials, and the checks are checking.
The
But
checks
if
are
you
checking.
but if you are the face of a brand, I'm telling you right now, you could really like make a living if you know how to invest it the right way. So those are just a few of my specific and small goals this year.
Okay. Love it. Love it. Love it. So by you saying that you moved to California about 2017, I know it's a lot of people out here wanting to make those big moves, especially from small spaces like ours. What advice would you give them about branching out without having those fears of unknown earning potential?
Well, the first thing I would, give advice to people is, what does your network look like in the city that you're in? So if you have a small network or you don't even talk to people at all, why would you leave that area?
Mm,
Simply because, like, if you can't figure out a small network, trust me, it's really, really big out here. But at this point in my life, LA has become smaller. But first thing you want to do is learn to network. That's the first thing you want to do. Get out into these spaces and figure it out. If Mississippi, it's not all that bad. Trust me, it's not all that bad. But at the same time, I understand there are things that I can't do in Mississippi that I can do out here. But at one point in my life, that's all I had. You know what I'm saying? That's all I had. I had to create my own Disney World in Mississippi. And once I created Disney World in Mississippi, I was ready to go to these other theme parks and
yeah.
figure it out. So that's the first thing I would say is like get your network on, get your network up, and get out the small pond and then come to the ocean and see if you can swim. But just know that it's gonna take more than I'm the best thing smoking in Mississippi. Like the internet now has made the world this small. This small is literally this small. You can wake up today and you can talk to anybody in New York or California or Australia. It doesn't matter. Like you can do those things now.
Oh,
I could do those things back then, but it wasn't that accessible. So I would definitely say network would be the biggest thing.
awesome. Let me just say this. I appreciate you for not trying to put Mississippi down. Because I'm so passionate about these people that I've grown up with, people that I talk to frequently and want to say, oh, there's nothing in Mississippi. But this is what has made me. I'm homegrown. I love it. Of course, I want to do other things, but this is always home and I'm gonna always show love to it. So first of all, thank you for that. Thank you.
I love it.
And
That's where I'm
second,
from.
yeah, yes, yes. Like my people are here. It's like, why would I do that? Why would I go and do that? My people are from like rooted here. Why would I do that?
Mhm.
Anywho, but network, y'all. That's a great tip. If you can't even step out of your box to talk to people, to even introduce what it is that you do, that's your big problem. You're not gonna be able to do it in a bigger space.
Right.
So yeah,
Bigger
yeah, yeah.
bigger space only equals more competition. I just want to let you know that every single day, it's about 5,000 people getting off of LAX with a dream. They are moving from small towns every single day. It's 5,000 people jumping off the planes into this city, and they think, you know what? I did it in my town. I can do it here. And 2 months
Mhm.
later, they are back on that plane headed home. I've seen it 1,000 times. I've seen it 1,000 times. But like I said, Mississippi prepared me for this right here. Because before I was getting those $2,500 shows every weekend or $5,000 shows every weekend at the age of 17 to 18, okay? It wasn't that. It was show up and we gonna fry you some chicken and get you some meatballs. And I did it because I loved it. But it,
Exactly.
you know what I'm saying? So it's the journey that's gonna get you here. If you're supposed to be here, you'll be here. Trust me.
Love it. Love it. Okay. Now, let's get a little bit personal. Who is Jerrod?
Mm. In what sense? Like,
You tell me.
oh, definitely, I consider myself boyfriend material.
Hello.
And then let me define that for you guys too, because
Please.
it's deeper. It's deeper than just what everybody says. Oh, it's boyfriend. No. So, um, in life, we all run into scenarios and a group of people, and but one thing that I figured out early is that I'm able to walk into any room and hold a conversation with anybody. You know what I'm saying? Like, and to be able to do that, you have to be on the level of not just thinking one way. You know what I'm saying? Like, thinking outside the box is a beautiful thing. Like I said, I love Mississippi, but there are some ideas and people who have other ideas that would never walk into rooms in California out here and be like, "Oh, I accept you for who you are. I accept you for who you are." You know what I'm
Mm-hmm.
saying? So me growing up there and then being able to travel the world and being put in different places, you know what I'm saying? I learned to have a way to speak to everyone, every woman, every culture. Like it's so many different dialects, but it translates very well to a point that it's like I leave there feeling like, hey, like we just built some type of relationship, right? You know what I'm saying? So I just know
Yeah.
how I know how to build relationships is what I'm saying.
Love it. Love it. Okay, so okay, boyfriend. What are your hobbies?
My hobbies, I'm
Yeah.
country. So I still do country shit. I like to jump off things. I like to drive big trucks, you know what I'm saying? Like I still garden. I still like I don't know, I'm just very creative. Anything that's creative, I just want to be a part of. Like if I'm in a creative space, that's where I am. But right now, I'm getting into DJing, but I'm not a DJ yet. I got turntables, but
Okay.
I'm not a DJ.
Let me know when you perfect it, cause I will hire you. Let me know.
And look, and I have the best old school playlist on Spotify. Let me know if y'all want it. I
Listen,
got
I
it.
trust you. Send it so I can share
I got it.
it.
It's 48 hours worth of music.
Okay, okay. So you have grown into a mature man. So what's your favorite grown man experience that you've had?
Um, Realizing that it's okay to cater to women. It's okay. You know what I'm saying? Like, and I'm not talking about tricking on women. I'm talking about catering to women. Like, it was one point in my life where I was like, go on a date. I would never go on a date. You know what I'm saying? Like, I was not the dating guy. I was. It took me a second to figure out. Like, yo, man,
I'm
like,
surprised at that. Hmm.
yo, young me is not older me. Trust me. So, but it just took that. You know what I'm saying? It's something like after you cross like 25, 27, you be like, I'm gonna start taking these women out. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's on me. I'm coming to pick you up, and I got cologne on. I mean, you know what I'm saying? I just like I really
No.
was that
Oh,
guy,
no,
but
no. You said cologne.
smell
No.
good.
Yeah, you got smell
It,
good. That's what
it
you
smell
said.
good. Yeah,
Yeah.
but you know what I'm saying. So I show up and I do my thing. You know what I'm saying. So grown man experience is yeah knowing how to actually nurture women and cater to them.
I like it. I like it. Would you say that you are introvert or extrovert?
Definitely an introvert. I might not look like it, but I love to be with me,
Okay.
myself, and I. Oh my God, I love it. I love
Okay.
it.
I did not expect that at all.
I know. That's the thing. That's the thing. Like I said, I'm really, really good at talking to people. I know how to relate. I know how to give my demeanor the right way. But when it just comes to my space, I love being alone. I
I
need it.
agree. I agree. I this whole podcasting and vlogging, my friend told me, she said you will get kidnapped because you won't you they won't hear you say, you'll be like, help, help. Like I would but I'm learning to use my voice a little
Mhm.
bit more. So I know when to be extrovert, and again, like you said, your space, your solitude. I get it. Like this is peace for me.
Yep. Yes, indeed.
All right.
Yes,
So
indeed.
who is the person that you resonate the most with in your family?
Definitely my mom. Definitely my mom. That's somebody I resonate with because I think she, with her being the youngest in her family, she was the person that was like, man, go ahead and go outside and do what you need to do. Cause like everybody in my family, we know like we are a prideful family. We did this and we're the first to do this and da 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 our last name. And I love y'all and we don't have a problem with like thank God I don't have a problem with none of my cousins and none of my aunties and uncles. We love each other like but it was just like, you know, here's the path that's cut for you and this is the way you gotta go.
Yes.
And when I did my big 1, 2, 3. They was like, hold on, wait, what you mean you finna do music, man? We ain't finna do that. Nah, not you, not with that last name. So yeah, so it's
Hmm.
definitely my mom.
So it's safe to say she's your biggest supporter. I get it.
Yes, indeed. Yes,
Love
indeed.
it. Love it. Love it. Um, so I would say you are the brand king at this point with all of your merchandise and all of your hashtags and things. So you gave us the introduction to boyfriend material. So he
Mhm.
also has this one where he says checking in like your boyfriend,
Yes, indeed.
and he has merch, y'all. He has merch, like for real, checking in like your boyfriend. We got Mississippi right
Yep.
there, right
Yep.
there.
Yep.
And this one right here, this like I love you for this. I love you. Like it's growing, it's growing. But thank you. I can't wait to get this one. Yep, little booties matter. Yep. Mm-hmm.
Yes,
Mm-hmm.
indeed. Shout out to Dondria, man. That's my nigga. To Dondria.
Yes, yes. So kind of break it down for us. There was another one of your hashtags. Never date a Capricorn.
Never marry a Capricorn.
Never marry a Capricorn. Right, right. So
Yeah.
yeah. So how did that come about, and what's the meaning behind that one?
Well, in true Capricorn fashion, I am a Capricorn.
Mm-hmm.
So I know Capricorns better than anything. But everybody look at it and they think that it's a negative meaning. But of course, you know me, I'm always throwing a curveball in there somewhere. So never marry a Capricorn unless you're ready to fall in love. Because I'm gonna
Mm.
tell you right now, if you come around and play with our feelings, it's gonna be a big problem for you. And that's that on that.
Hello, hello. Okay. So, okay. Now you gave me clarity. You did. You did.
Yeah.
All right. So, man, I think plenty of people want to know this next question.
Mhm.
Since you boyfriend material, are you single?
Like a dollar bill. Like a
Okay.
dollar bill. I can date. I can go online and post pictures of different people and won't nobody get mad. I can do that. I know that much. You know what I'm saying? I'm
All
that
right.
single.
All right. All right.
Yeah.
So what is your favorite movie?
My favorite movie would have to be The Temptations, I think. I think I could probably quote that from top to bottom.
Yeah. Okay.
Yep.
I can dig it. I can dig it. So one of my other favorite movies is The Notebook. Would you be the Noah, you know, to my notebook?
I'm gonna be honest with you. I've never seen The Notebook.
Oh,
Never.
okay. You have homework now. You need to go watch The
I have
Notebook.
never watched a Notebook. It's just not in my like. I don't know my algorithm. It doesn't compute with me, so I don't know.
Okay, you have homework, and we will discuss this at a later time. Go watch The
Hmm.
Notebook. Go watch
I'll
The
check it
Notebook.
out.
Okay. Okay. So, what is one of your pet peeves when it comes to dating?
Ooh, when it comes to dating, a pet peeve. I don't know. Like, do I have a pet peeve? I don't know. Well, I'm just gonna say one of my pet peeves in life, in
Okay.
general. People who chew with their mouth open. Like, what?
Yeah. What
What
are
are
you
you
doing?
doing? Like, why? Why would you want everybody to see that? So yeah, I think that's my biggest pet peeve is chewing with your mouth open.
Okay. I think one of mine would be don't what you doing me all day. Like I need some conversation. Like,
Oh my
and
god.
then when I do finally tell you what I'm doing, oh, okay.
You know what? I like that one. I might adopt that one. Like, what are you doing? I don't know. Like, work. What are you doing? Like,
It's 8 to 5. What you think?
mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. So, what is something that you look for when you're dating? What is a turn on for you?
Um, somebody who understands my lifestyle, I guess, and somebody also who has something going on for them in life. Like I don't, I have time, but I don't have time. You get what I'm saying?
Right.
And I want you to have your space, and I want to be able to have my space. So I think I would have to have somebody that understands that.
Okay. That's a good one. That's a good one. And let's see what else we got here. So I see you now, and I know you showed us your grown man habit that you have grown into. What is another big difference from yourself now and your high school self?
Myself now versus my high school self. Let me let me be very careful with how I answer this one. Um, I think I'm better educated in the way things are supposed to be handled in business. So, um, it used to be like, "Ooh, show me everything written down in pen." Now I want to see everything written down in crayon, because if you can't simplify it for me, then it's not for me. You know what I'm saying?
Mm,
Like make it so simple that it's like I could go and tell my nieces and my nephew, like, yo, this is what we're doing today. Don't put
okay.
it in, the aspect of, I'm gonna call my lawyer and we're gonna discuss this, and I'll talk to you in 24 hours. Nah. So yeah, I think that's me.
That makes a lot of sense because, of course, there could be loopholes in the way you. Yeah, okay, that's a good one. That's a good one.
Hmm.
That's a good one. Okay, what else would you tell your 20-year-old self if you can go back and have a conversation with him? The
Oh
J
my,
Rod. The J
oh
Rod.
my
What would you
God.
tell him?
Do not sell "Give Her to Me" to that one guy. That's it.
That
That's
was
it.
my
That's
song.
that's
That
it. That's the one thing that I truly would just stop myself from doing, because everything else put me here, and I'm where I need to be, but it's like, oh my God.
dang it.
I don't want to throw anybody under the table, but the BS that they put us through over that song, I'm like,
Mm-mm.
I'm so glad I don't have to sing that song no more. You have no idea. You have no idea. Like,
Now you gonna make me go find it.
no
No.
idea.
All right, so that would definitely be a good lesson to tell J Rod not to do that. I'm a little sad now.
Man, yo, it's like, just go Google the song and you'll see like everything. There's so much controversy behind that. But I get it, you know what I'm saying? It was a big song. It was a big song, but it is
Yeah.
what it is.
Oh. All right. Sometimes I like to hand over the reins and make my guests become the host. So I'm gonna give you one chance. Give me one question. Get to know me. Ask me anything. One thing.
What is your first? Well, I think you said your first memory of me was 106 in Park.
Mm-hmm.
Do you remember if we won or lost on that competition?
Y'all won, didn't it? I I recall. No.
No,
Maybe
no,
because I was over there voting for myself, I guess.
yeah,
You won in my head. I
no.
get you
We
a
we
whoop.
actually we won, but politically we did not win. But let's see. What would you tell? No, would your 8-year-old self be proud of you today?
Mm. Yes, she would. She would be proud that she actually learned how to love herself.
Hey, nah, come on,
Yep.
now.
Yep, because I was thinking a lot of stuff. You know how your family members kind of pick on certain things, and I was one of
Hmm.
those people. it got into my head for real, and that's how I really saw myself. So sometimes I look back at my old pictures and I was like, I guess I don't think I really was that big as I thought. I thought I was a
Yeah.
little fat, chunky little kid.
Mm.
So actually being able to be in this space now, I love all my curves.
That's what's up. And do you think that you're the person that your 8-year-old self needs in their life right now?
Yep,
So you could raise yourself as an eight
I
year old.
could. I've always been compassionate. I've always been nurturing. I am a Cancer, so
Come
I'm
on
a
now.
I'm a nurturer at heart. I'm a protector at heart. Like my nieces and nephews, my little cousins, they are my children. So
That's what's up.
yeah, I think I could do very well.
That's beautiful, man. That's beautiful.
All right. I thank you for coming on today and blessing us with your presence. It's been a great session in the corner, and I hope you won't be a stranger.
Nah, I won't be a stranger. I promise I'm there.
Yay. So know that you are welcome anytime. I like to do male perspectives at least once or twice in the season. So if I have another one of a panel of fellas, would you come back with us? So
Yeah,
you know
and I
this.
and you know what? I'll do you one better. I'll
Mhm.
bring Slim Pusher.
Oh,
I bring Slim because I just want to throw that out there that we are working on new episodes of Situation Number
yeah. You don't know you have made my week. You have made my week. So go
look,
ahead. Go
look,
ahead and
look at me speaking on behalf of Slim Pusher, but I,
all
I, I'll
right.
do, I'll do my best. I'll do my
Look,
best.
I'm gonna share this with him. Be like, yeah, look, this is what's gonna happen. This is what's gonna happen. But no, I'll send you a date, and you all tell me if y'all are available for it, and we can go from there. We can go from
Okay.
there. So go ahead and let the people know everything, every title that you have, what it is that you do, where they can find you, because I want everybody to go follow you and follow your journey for real.
Yes, indeed. It's your boy Jerrod Brosean. Officially checking in like your boyfriend. I'm back like I forgot some. Hope you picking up what I'm putting down. Get your two shovels, and dig that. Yes, sir, doctor. You can follow me everywhere at Jerrod Brosean. Now, if you Google it, everything will come up. My address, my credit card information, my social security number. Ladies, listen, I will change your tax bracket. Follow me everywhere like the IRS because they is on my this year. Yes, sir. Come on now.
There's his Insta and there's his Facebook. We got his link tree. There
Everything.
he is.
Gerard
There
Brochon.
he is. All right now. All right. I love it. Again, thank you for coming. It's been wonderful, and I look forward to seeing what your 2024 will produce for you. And no, I'm praying for you, supporting you. I got you. So y'all go follow him too. Until
Hold
next
on,
time,
hold on.
squad. Keep it bossy. Keep it saucy. And don't forget to tell your girl how you bossy.